Welcome to day 14 of our January challenge 2020, and it probably is our most challenging piece yet in the whole sequence, the whole 5 years that we've been doing this. I'm going to play for you day 3 of Chopiene, bar 3 of Chopiene. I hope you've been enjoying getting to grips with it. I hope you've been enjoying the mental challenge of lining it up and making it fit and work, and I hope that you've had the time to be able to put in to play it over and over and over, to really get into that mantra-like place with it, because then you'll really start to internalize it and then you'll start to fall in love with it. So here is bar 3. Here we go. 7 and 8 and 9 and. Very interesting bar, because we have an awful lot of C's and D's happening against each other, or E's and D's happening against each other in different parts of the harp. So I think we should tackle this one in kind of 2 halves. So starting with the first half, relatively straightforward, because the right hand is just oscillating back and forwards, 2, 1, 2, 1. And you can really work on having a nice relaxed hand. And see how there's a bit of rotation. It helps that my elbow is out, I'm not gripping hold of the harp. I'm just allowing that to move back and forwards. The first C, at this point I just did it with a finger 2, and then I'm on 1 and 2. My hands are very close together, so I'm making sure that my thumbs are pretty much level and my fingers are pretty much level, so I'm not bashing into each other. And they're going in opposite direction, and then opposite direction again, but this time it's towards each other, and then another C on its own. Okay, so let's play that in time, and again, try not to panic with it. I would get into the groove of this right hand and then focus on what the left hand does to fit with it. Okay, so 7 and 8 and 9 and C and C, B and B, C and C. Should we try that again? So get the groove going in the top hand. 7 and 8 and 9 and C and C, B and B, C and C. Okay, this time without me talking all over it. You can get the groove or not, you can just join in if you like. I'll get a groove going for you. 7, 8, 9. Okay, try that again. Listen for the left hand notes in your playing so that that comes through, because that's the interest in this point. The right hand being so repetitive means we want to hear what that left hand's doing. Let's go again. Here's our groove. 7 and 8, 9. One last time. Ready? 7, 8, 9. Okay. Then if we look at the second half, and if we just do our right hand, it's going to go, so we leap up and there's no time, you just got to get up there super quick. Finger 2 on the C, thumb on the E. Then finger 2 and 3 on either side of the red. Then straight back up those same notes. Then move to finger 2 to the red, back to the E with your thumb, and move the 2 back to the D. Okay, C, E, D, B, D, E, C, E, D. Should we give it another go? So try and do that in time now, this right hand. I'm just going to say and we'll start. Okay, ready? And. Okay, we'll try that one last time. C and E, ready, ready, and. Okay, left hand instead on its own. It's leapt down an octave, so they've leapt away from each other. Left hand is on D and E. Plays the D, then moves the finger 2 to the C, plays the 1, puts the 1 back on, puts finger 2 and 3 either side of the red, goes back on up, same notes, and moves finger 2 to the C to finish. Okay, let's just try that now in time. So starting from this bass D to E, and I'm just going to say ready and again to get you in. Ready and D, E, C, E, D, B, D, E, C. Okay, let's try it again without me talking over it. Ready and. Okay, can get a little bit murky there. Mine sounded a bit murky there. Maybe bring it down from the mid-range a little bit, just so that, and be very firm going back on with your fingers. One last time, left hand, D and E. Ready and. Brilliant. Now, I kind of think of these two hands here as being opposites to each other, because what happens is our right hand is on C and E when our left hand is on D and E. So the E's are constant between the two. And then when the right hand moves to a finger 2 to a D instead of the C, the left hand has moved its finger 2 to the C instead of the D. They both end up with 1, 2, 3s on, although the right hand leads it, so that the right hand is going down when the left hand's heading up, the left hand's going down when the right hand's heading back up. And then the last 3 notes again, contrasting a left hand D with the right hand C, both of them on the E's again, and then left hand C with the right hand D. That's a bit of a brain mash to think too hard about that, but this is kind of where our opening exercise that we did back on day 1 really starts to come into its own, because you've got this independent movement. It's quite nice actually, because often you've got the thumb playing at the same time often, and finger 2 playing at the same time often. It's just which one is it on. So we're going to try this really slowly, hands together, and just allow them to move to the one they weren't on is almost perhaps your best guide. So I'm just going to say ready and we'll start, okay? And they go 2, 1, 2, and so on. Okay, ready and. Okay, hands back on. Ready and. I did that one wrong. Let's try again. Ready and. Okay, ready and. It's almost easier to allow your eyes to just follow one line or the other and make your other hand kind of do the opposite when you get familiar with it. So let's try again. Ready and. Good, again. Ready and. Good, one last time. Ready and. It is a little bit like rubbing your tummy and tapping your head, but you can do it. And then it's just a matter of gluing these two segments together and recognizing how they belong. So we have our okay, and it's that leap in the middle. So you might literally practice having finger 2 in the right hand on a D, either your thumb or finger 2 on that middle C with the left hand, depending what you've chosen to play that midpoint note with, and being able to leap into position. So just going from there, have I landed on C and E in the top hand and D and E in the left hand? Just practicing that move, and you might even play. It'll be a very scrunchy sound, but it's about that placing. And really practicing that over and over again will help in the gluing together of all this part. Let's try it again. This is from the beginning of the bar. Okay, 7 and 8 and 9 and. Back to the beginning. Because I think I added in an extra note. Okay, take your time with it again, get into the internalizing of it. So you might well practice the last 2 semi-quavers of the bar, moving back to the beginning of the bar, just like we practiced the mid change. And you might discard it altogether when you come to putting your final version together. Okay, I'm just going to play for you now bar 1, bar 2, bar 3. They don't have to be in that order, but I'm just going to play that for you just so that you can hear the development of the piece. Okay, here we go. Okay, I went on a bit more. Just so you can see, you can swap and change. And at the moment, yes, I keep coming back to bar 1 as a finished bar, but it doesn't have to be. It can be left hanging anywhere you choose. I hope that you're going to love it. I love it. Thank you. Well done.